Good evening to all my viewers. It's been a little cold here in India, so I'm wearing a jacket, and so I have returned, and I promise that I will not take such a long break until and unless an adverse situation occurs. So moving on from here, we are going to analyze the second test, day-night test between Australia and Pakistan, played at the Adelaide Oval, and second test between New Zealand and England, played there at Hamilton. So first thing first, now we shall review Australia-Pakistan encounter. Australia-Pakistan and Tim Paine won the toss and elected to bat first. In those overcast conditions, it was completely not understandable, and then Pakistan's captain Azhar Ali was also happy seeing the overcast conditions there at the Adelaide, that they are happy to bowl first. So both the captains got their choices at the toss, and Australia, as said by Tim Paine in the pre-match press conference, were going unchanged, but there are plenty more of those in the Pakistani lineup for the second test. They have given a debut cap for Musa Khan, a 19-year-old TRA bowler who bowls medium fast bowling, and in place of Naseem Shah, Mohammad Abbas, who has been in limelight after not being selected in the first test, and after his exploits last year against Australia in the UAE, where he claimed 18 wickets in two matches against the same opposition. So he was likely to be in their first playing 11. Now he has returned in place of Imran Khan, and another change is Imam ul Haq has come in for Haris Sohail owing to his bad form. So these are the three changes for Pakistan. Australia going unchanged. As standout to be Shaheen Shah Afridi made full use of that swing and those overcast conditions, and was quickly getting Pakistan on the wickets board with a thin outside edge of Joe Burns to the keeper, and Joe Burns was dismissed on 4, and the score was reading 8 for 1. But what followed next was impeccable, never imagined. Marnus Labuschagne joined David Warner at the center of the wicket. Now this was the Joe Burns wicket was the first and the only wicket of the day, and such was the authority of Australian batters, Marnus Labuschagne and David Warner getting their half centuries. David Warner getting 32nd test, 24th test half century, and Marnus second consecutive in those hard conditions. He just got off through the new ball, through initial testing spells, both of them, and then accelerated. What followed next was a beautiful cover drive, beautiful classical shots from David Warner, and Mohammad Abbas was brought in the expense of Imran Khan, and he looked completely off color, completely a different bowler, bowling onto the bats, angling, and Marnus was flicking it away to the square leg for 4s and for 6s. So Shaheen Shah Afridi was the impeccable bowler, I should say, the most outstanding bowler of this Pakistani lineup. Mohammad Musa also was not up to the mark. I think that the bit of nervousness got over him in his first debut match. He was not up to the mark, delivering half volleys and full tosses, and they were completely taking the full toll of that. Manas and David Warner shared a big partnership of 294, which is best partnership in any day-night test match. So you can now imagine the authoritativeness of the Australian batting through this. They were just going after the bowlers, and Pakistan bowlers were toiling under the lights, and there was no respite for them. And now moving on to the next match, that is New Zealand and England. But before this, what Australia and Pakistan should do in day number 2 is, I think, for Australia, they should consolidate their first inning total, and they should make a mammoth total, as they are now 302 for 1 at stumps, and the conditions are going to be better and better to play in the next few days. So it will only help Australia, and for Pakistan, they have to rethink, rejig, and and they have to change their bowling strategies, bowl constantly back of the length deliveries, and angling in and away. There is so much of swing in this Adelaide pitch, as we saw in this first day's play. So moving on to New Zealand England encounter. England again won the toss, and again there was overcast conditions, and there was a bit of drizzle before the match started, and then New Zealand making two changes that were forced changes. Bolt and de Grandhomme both were injured, and in place of de Grandhomme, New Zealand gave a maiden cap to Daryl Mitchell, who has played already 9 T20s, so he has the experience of playing at the international level, and Matt Henry coming in for Trent Boult. I would have liked to see Lockie Ferguson having a go at it in Test cricket, but nevertheless, England again, 2 injured persons, Jack Leach and Josh Butler were out, and Zach Crawley making his Test debut, stylish Kent player, and Chris Wilkes in place of Jack Leach. So the first time since 2014 they are not going with a spinner abroad. They are going with all 5 pace attack, the English bowlers. So the overcast conditions felt really good for the English bowlers, as they got off to the wickets board pretty quickly after getting Jeet Raval out on 4, and then Kane Williamson, one of the star batsmen of the Kiwi lineup, was also gone, but then joined Ross Taylor with Tom Latham, and then they gravely negotiated the morning session, and they had gone to lunch with 56 for 2 on the board, and then after the lunch they just lurched onto the bowlers, onto the English bowlers. The Kookaburra didn't swing as much as it had in the morning session, and this was only a disadvantage of the Kookaburra, that it doesn't swing after some overs, and they were, as a given fact, Tom Latham brought up his 50 and eventually his 100, his 101 of 164 deliveries. These were exquisite shot, straight drives, cover drives, and many more. He played with patience. He waited the ball to come to the bat, and he just dispatched it. Also for Ross Taylor, the most experienced of the lot, getting to his 32nd half century, but couldn't continue for long as he was dismissed, and now the last session was washed off by rain, and now Henry Nichols has been Tom Latham has been accompanied by Henry Nichols, who is still not out on 101, and Henry Nichols on 6. The score is 173 with 3 and 54.3 overs. Jofra Archer is bowling, so it's good luck and goodbye. Meet you again tomorrow for the second day's analysis of these two test matches. Thank you, good luck, goodbye. Please don't forget to subscribe this channel, like it and comment.